these two, 35 years of age, a little reach advantage here for Rasy Soth from Cambodian kickboxing. Bit of experience here in the ring, and this should be a really good encounter. Great to have you along here at Higher Pools King of the Ring as we go back to Lieutenant Dan for the introduction.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is quarterfinal fight number 2 in Higher Pools King of the Ring 8-man eliminator series, the lightweights. This fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds of action with an extra round in play in case of a draw. This fight is brought to you by Physiologic. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing red trunks with gold trim. He has 13 wins, 5 losses, with 3 big wins coming by way of KO. Representing Cambodian kickboxing, he is a WKBF and WMC national and North Island champion. Introducing Rasy Soth! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, enters the ring wearing red trunks with black and gold trim. He has 13 wins, 7 losses, with 3 big wins coming by way of KO. Representing the Combat Academy, he is a WMC, North Island, New Zealand, and WAKO champion. Introducing Yassin, the Assassin Yass! Fighters to the center, ring please, for Clyde Cowley's instructions.
Okay, boys, listen to me and obey my commands at all times, but obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, step back, have a good fight.
So Yassin Yass in, and he was great in the ring when we arrived earlier on in the afternoon too, Tony. Going through his warm-ups, of course, plenty of experience with this cornerman at the moment. This should be a really deadly encounter between Yass and also Rasy Soth, the Cambodian. Well, we know how they love their combat sports. And he's already proven that he's a skillful fighter with 13-5. So this should be one to really enjoy here tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to Rasy before. He does prefer the full Muay Thai rules where you can clinch and use the elbows as well. Tonight he's got to adjust, but he's got a little bit of a height advantage, so I think he'll be able to put that to good use. I really like this one, this fight, because if it had been a choice and they didn't pull them out of the hat, I would have put these two together just to see how they go.
It's Yass and Soth. Yass, the shorter of the two fighters. Soth using his height advantage early on, just sussing out his opponent. Good evasive skills at the moment by the assassin. Leg kick to the inner thigh. Good effect to start off, follows up as well, Soth. Starting well, respect for each other's skill sets and abilities. Circling around, good front kick. Straight into the chest cavity. Plenty of power on it too from Yass. Soth's in a bit of trouble here at the moment early on. Rasy said that he got beat up in his first fight, moved from Whanganui across to New Plymouth. Big ups to the River City, of course. This is a decent combat fighting scene down there. It was the home of Adesanya back in the day as well. So big ups to our viewers on Sky Sport down in the River City. Good shots coming in here from Yass, reading it well. Good big right hand. Soth tries to get him into the corner. There's a long kick to the legs. Yass comes back. Digs it, big right hand. Get it broken up. Plenty going on in here at the moment.
Oh, that is. And the ring movement from Yass is unbelievable. He's kept on the outside. He's moved around. He's taken his time and picked the shots when they appeared. Really good timing on everything he's done and a lot of power.
Yeah, he's certainly refined his skills, hasn't he? Yass. Showing composure at the moment. And that's a big right hand. That one got through for sure onto Rasy. Big first round here for Yass. Soth hanging in there, just keeping himself out of range of the assassin.
1-2 down the middle, second phase with the 1-2-8. Work off the punches.
The assassin moving beautifully at the moment. Yassin Soth tries to come back on him, though it's not going to be one-way traffic. And Soth, those energies depleted. His courage is undeniable. Another good right hand gets through on Soth, but he comes back again to put one through to Yass. Chasing him around the ring now. Good first round. Have to give that one to Yassin Yass, though. By my assessment, your thoughts, Tony?
Oh yeah, I'm really impressed with Yass here in round number 1. Everything he did was perfect. And at the end of the round, Rasy was trying to catch up. And in the old fight game, you've got to be careful. You've got to hurry slowly, or you're going to get caught. And that's exactly what was happening.
Well, he's a title holder, Rasy Soth. So he knows what he has to do here.
Hey, he's trying to frustrate you, okay? Because he knows you want to go forward.
Some of the highlights. Front kicks, left and right. Feet being used here by Yass. Driving in with that big right hand as well. Soth. A deal of trouble through parts of that first round. Some good footage of the highlights of round number 1. We're about to go into 2 here. King of the ring, lightweights. Quarter-final, just referee checking all's well.
Round 2.
Sportsmanship on display at the start of the second round. So Soth will want to work himself into this round. He's outmaneuvered in that first round by the assassin. A little bit more cautious, tentative in the start of the second round. Soth gets back in there. That right hand's been worked to good effect too by Yass. Scoring well with it. Front kick. Soth reaching forward. Oh, the crowd here will be enjoying this tonight. It's been a great start. Been denied live kickbox action here in Aotearoa. Now to get the sport back in live indoors and on Sky Sport. It's great to see. I hope you're enjoying it at home wherever you are watching tonight. This is the more aggressive Soth here in round number 2. Referee in there to keep the two fighters apart. It's a bit around here from Soth.
Yeah, it is. He's been told to slow things down a little bit by his corner. Song is a very good trainer, and he's told him not to rush into things. But the way that Yass is overcoming the reach disadvantage by using that front kick is really impressive.
He's showing good ring skill at the moment. Shuffling quickly around. Dan Hennessy gets the crowd up and into the action. That's Julie encourages Yass to come forward. It's Soth showing he's certainly prepared to mix it up as well. An interesting stage here of the second round now. Soth looking to claw his way back into the fight after a dominant first round performance by Yassin Yass. A low kick, and you'll know how that feels. So he's immobilized for a moment here. Yass.
Yeah, a little bit south of the border there, and Clyde Kelly will give him all the time that he needs. We're up to 5 minutes at least, but I don't think he'll take that long. He gives a nod of approval, says I'm ready to go again. We're seeing a masterclass display, and you know, some of the bell ringers he's caught Rasy Soth with shows his real power.
We saw him in the ring earlier on practicing, imagining his moves. Of course, Hooker is looking after him as well, Yasmin Yass, and would have no doubt assisted him in his preparation. And definitely in the mental approach taken to the fight. You want to go all the way. There's a lot of fighting to be done as Yass builds it up again. Soth's in a bit of trouble now. Yass comes with that big right hand up through the middle with an uppercut. They go toe to toe, toe to toe. trying to free up his kicks as well at the moment. But Soth, there's another uppercut, really jolts the head back from Soth. Well, there's no love lost here at the moment. Squaring off with each other here in the latter stages of round 2. An entertaining battle here in the King of the Ring. Well, the crowd like that one too, and why wouldn't they? Both men showing a great deal of courage and skill. There's a lot to like about the attitude they're taking to the ring tonight.
We talked about the top 2 inches of the fighters before off camera, Dale, and we've seen it here tonight. Yassin has been moving around, he's kept out of the range. Every now and then he comes back into range. Now, and he goes down, Hooker. Big influence. And you talked a little bit about the mental game before the fights tonight. Early on, Dan Hooker walked him into the ring. He wanted him to soak up all this atmosphere and get that into his head. And it's working a treat here tonight. His ring movement is unbelievable.
Yeah, the ring craft on display here from Yass has been exemplary. But to Rasy Soth's credit, he certainly hasn't given up the cause. And there's some action there from round 2. We go into 3rd and final round. Yass will have a lead on suspecting on the judges' scorecards, but it's not over here yet. Can Soth pull it out of the fire? We can think about it for years, as many do, thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind doing a bit of kickboxing, but getting in there, that's when it really counts as well. The trepidation for your first fight, well, these guys are experienced now, but then it becomes addictive. And they love getting into the mix, and Soth comes back now. Big left leg, chasing, looking for the spinning back kick. Yass looks up in the air, says, what up, bro? Way off target, that one. But his intentions are clear. Soth gets him into the corner now. Tries to go to work on him. Defensive quality is good, though, from Yass. Good respect for each other, as he tends to be in the fight game for the most part. Good right hand again from Yass. They come back to working now. Looks like he's still got a bit of gas in the tank too, Yass.
2-7, yeah.
Soth
2-7.
needs to force the pace of this 3rd and final round. Good kick to the right thigh, the left thigh, sorry, of Yass. And now they exchange blows. Soth on the chase. Yass, sensibly, staying just out of range. It's been a good strategic performance here by Yass. They're trying to keep himself out of trouble. Soth's got to make the play. Rasy Soth from Cambodian kickboxing. Plenty of heart here on display from both fighters. Trying to find a way through, gets one through that time around, Yass. Well, the WWE.
Rasy Soth's got nothing to lose here, so he's going to go out on his shield or go out victory. He wants to try and land that one punch, so he's going to throw caution to the wind a little bit. But Yass has got his measure now, and at the end of round number 2, he stood toe-to-toe with him, and I think Dan Hooker probably said, hey, just be clever because you've got 2 more fights to come.
All going well for the Assassin. It's been a classy performance here in the quarterfinal. 2 brave fighters in the 62 kg division as Soth realises he's got to put it on here for the finish of round number 3. Class performance here, and it's just 10 seconds to go from the Combat Academy. This is Yassin the Assassin, Yass. At Soth again, looking to finish it up bravely. There's the high kick to wrap it up. The crowd loved it. Plenty of courage and skill on display in this bout. And they're applauding from near and far. A good fight. And I'm picking that we'll see Yassin Yass advance.
Yeah, we will. And I've got to mention the crowd because there's a quarter of the people are here that would normally be here, but they're making as much noise as if it's full to the brim.
Tony Robb with us here tonight on Combat TV as a satisfied corner. Let's have a look at some of the highlights of the bout and the third and final round. Well, Yass realised that he was in front on the scorecards, and he showed a lot of professionalism in the way that he was able to move around the ring. But when it came for the times to come together, he also was in there to mix it up. Great effort. Let's go to Dan Hennessy.
All right, fighters to the center ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision, where we find a unanimous decision winner. And going on into the semifinals a little bit later on here tonight, for your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Yassin